Hello, welcome to another episode of New Gameplay Today. I'm your host, Jeff Cork, joined today by Brian Shea.
Hello.
And Leo Vader.
Thank you.
Brian,
Thank you.
what are we looking at?
Skull and Bones. And we are playing a multiplayer match. Mm-hmm. This was a battle I was having at E3. And basically they just kind of dropped us in this world and like, have at it, Hoss. So we are going around and blasting lower level ships because I'm a coward.
Because
These
you're
are
a
not
coward.
enemies. These are not real people, I mean.
These are not. No, some of the other ships in this world are. I think there were 3 other players in this world. But yeah, I'm going around trying to get some loot and
Okay.
improve my ship. So right now, you can see my objective is to sink the ship for target practice. So I am doing
cool
just
world.
that.
All right. So talk to me about this game. What's your experience been with it so far?
So basically, like I really liked Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag when that came out, and when they announced this, I was like, all right, well, you know, that seems like something that fans of that game will like.
I think that was literally everyone else's reaction to that.
Exactly. I mean, what other reaction could you have? Oh man, fans of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, the game all about naval combat,
Yep.
are going to hate this game about naval combat that uses the
Exactly.
same controls. But yeah, it really does feel like an expanded on version of that. You know, you can choose ships of different classes. You can,
So you have a whole garage?
yeah, I mean, I think I had 3 ships to choose from. I don't know what the final number is going to be. But they had different attributes. Like I think I chose one with more health, which you'll see later in this video was a wise decision because I get lit up pretty bad. There were other ones that were faster or were better at ramming ships. But yeah, so there were different classes of ships, which is something you don't get in the Assassin's Creed series. Which it's kind of interesting because, you know, the Assassin's Creed series has carried on with naval combat.
Yeah.
This is just a game devoted 100% to that. And I guess like there's more weapons. Like I think the cannons are more effective in this, and you know there's more to do. Like there's multiplayer in this, whereas Assassin's Creed you don't get the multiplayer naval combat.
Right.
But it's going to be interesting to see how Ubisoft differentiates these products going forward, because it would be like, all right, well, you got Halo that has the single player campaign and the multiplayer campaign, and then we also have just multiplayer Halo that's a full retail release. That would be, you know, it'd be kind of strange to do that. But
Right. So with this one, multiplayer is everybody's controlling their own ships, or are you able to join a crew with another player?
You can, but you're still controlling your own ship. So yeah, you can join up with other players, have them on your
Like a fleet?
yeah, your fleet. That's the word I was looking
All
for.
right.
And we'll do that later as well.
Yeah.
Ruin the surprise. But just as early on, I'm kind of just getting a feel for the controls, just seeing how everything feels. Right now, I'm looting ivory from these merchants, so that is my current objective. Yeah, you have all your cannons.
Oh, this doesn't look good for you.
Is
There's
really
a big red circle.
Yeah, it's never a good thing.
And okay, you didn't hold left bumper to brace.
I didn't, no, but I can repair my ship, which I get a little out of control with repairing the ship. Here we go.
Okay.
So yeah, you fix it all, but you have a finite number of repair kits. They gave me 4 when I came into the world, and I will burn through those very quickly as well.
Okay.
But those become extremely, extremely important because you take on a lot of damage when the ships start ganging up on you.
Right.
Which can happen as like kind of the heat around your ship rises. Like people start seeing you as a troublemaker. And there's like a mercenary ship that is coming after me later on.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll see how things can kind of get out of control later in this video.
So did you get much of a sense of how much more built out the naval combat was versus what you saw in Black Flag?
I feel like it's a little bit more seamless. Like instead of having to climb up the
crow's nest.
Yeah, the crow's nest.
Oh.
You have a guy that's just stationed up there that you can look at.
We saw that a little bit earlier.
Yeah. A lot of it is very similar. Like you can press the button to brace for combat or brace for impact. Use the mortars. I think there's a lot more customization in this. I didn't really get a sense for that just because of the constraints of a E3 demo.
Right.
But I would assume the progression is going to be a lot more compelling.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Bracing.
I love it.
Do you know anything about the size of the world this is set in? Is it like an open world? Because it seems very odd to me to have a world at all where you don't really go on land, where that's not really part of it.
Yeah, it is kind of weird, but it seems like it's a pretty open ocean. I think they just drop you in these giant segments of the ocean or the sea.
Strange.
But
That's on the sea.
yeah, there's a lot of boats in this sea. But
I would want to get onto land almost immediately. I think would just get real nervous being on a ship all the time.
especially when other ships are just blasting at you.
This isn't safe.
Like, this looks like hell on earth, what's happening around me right now.
I would just not transport goods.
Nope.
Especially illegally.
Yeah, is that basically what you're doing? You could be a pirate if you want? Can you be a merchant?
I don't think you can be a merchant. I think you're always going to be a pirate.
You're just always going to be a pirate?
You cannot be a good guy in this game, I don't think. I think you're always just taking down merchants, just trying to go about their day and ruining their livelihoods.
Right. But I mean, like, say for instance, you sink this ship and you get some spices. I'm assuming that's part of the loot, right? That you pick up things?
Yeah, you get items, and
then you take it to another port and say, I would like to sell these spices.
I don't know how it works with, like, taking it to the port. Like you can see my progress is just like I'm trying to get this ivory. There was a cutscene beforehand, but I don't think it really explained. Like, I think it was more of an intro. It didn't really explain like why I'm.
You've got a real fire problem here, by the way.
Yeah, it's
okay. Never mind.
It's gone.
Never mind.
There's a lot of water around me.
Carry on.
Yeah, sea breeze.
Those embers were just a figment of my imagination.
So it could happen if you're not careful.
Yep.
So what's going on in the lower right in that mini map? There's a shape there?
Yeah.
Is that some kind of wind profile?
This is another thing that they're doing that's different from like the Assassin's Creed series. Is it tells you which way the wind is blowing, and like it's a lot harder to go into the wind than with the wind. And I get into some trouble with that because like I'll start getting ganged up on. I'll try to flee to like this open area over where the wind is blowing, and I'll just sit in place pretty much. Like I'll make very slow progress.
Yeah.
You'll see me. I'll do an about face pretty quickly once that happens.
Some good bracing there.
I think I'm trying to do that right now, actually.
A ship's on fire again.
Yeah, you see that ship off in the distance that's kind of just like decommissioned.
It looks ruined.
Yeah, so that is a shipwreck that you can go and loot. And I think I'm going to do that pretty soon here.
Is that like boarding, where you press a button and watch a little scene play out?
No, but you can do that in this with other ships. But
you can't go into another ship?
You can. I don't though.
Okay.
I like I said, I want to be a good guy.
And you can punch and kick?
You can.
Or you just go on there?
No, it's just a cutscene.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't think there's any. I mean, as far as I know, I don't think there's any like hand-to-hand combat.
Well, the Pirate's Fantasy is explicitly aiming large artillery.
Yep, absolutely.
That's all I want to do.
On a smoldering ship. Occasionally smoldering ship, I should clarify.
Maybe this is like an undead thing they've got going on. Flaming pirates.
Yes. Did they talk about like supernatural elements? Is this like a more realistic take? I think, didn't the first announcement there was some kind of a ghost ship thing going on there, or am I just completely misremembering?
I don't remember that.
Okay. I mean, I have a rich fantasy life, so.
It might be your headcanon.
Yep, there you go. Speaking of, you're shooting a lot of cannonballs.
This guy really... Oh, so this is like my...
It seems like an excessive amount of cannonballs.
And it's still not taking him down.
Fire.
Oh, God, this is going to be bad. Jeez. Just a direct hit.
You shot like 1,000 cannonballs at him.
Yeah. So
I noticed you have infinity of those.
So that's my ship that I chose special ability, where it's just like a machine gun of cannonballs.
Okay.
I don't know what the other ones are. This is just the one
So this isn't a sim, is what I'm learning.
No, but I think... I don't know if there are ghost ships.
Yeah.
But yes, it is a video game.
Okay, that's a good thing to know.
We should have asked that first, I think.
I should have really started.
This is not me actually on a pirate ship shooting at other actual people.
None of the questions I wrote are going to apply.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Damn.
I should have done better prep.
Yeah.
What is your favorite documentary, apropos of nothing?
Is this your finest performance?
So, did you hear like shanties or anything like that?
There are shanties.
Yeah?
And I believe they are all like real shanties.
Collectible?
Oh, good.
And I also believe there may be a few originals.
Really?
I don't know that though.
Covers of
Yeah,
modern
like
pop
Don't
song
Stop
crap?
Believing.
Oh, like they're
Yeah.
doing like a Westworld kind of thing, like player piano, contemporary
Oh, look at this.
hits.
I
looking
might
at it,
finally
buddy.
get him.
Sweet Lord.
Yeah. Screw you and your infinite health.
Yeah.
Yeah, infinite health meets infinite cannonballs. What's the outcome
Who
there?
will win?
So what are those sparkly things?
That's just loot that you can go and
You
it's
just
like
need to
minor.
drive over it.
Yeah,
basically?
pretty much. Somebody will reach down and
That's
grab
the right
it.
term, right, Leo? Drive?
Yeah, you hit A.
Yeah.
See, if you're close enough, they'll pick it up.
Pedal to
so
the
you don't
metal.
need to like just drive right over it.
Yeah.
Boy, I hope you investigate that sinking ship soon.
I really do too because we're just kind of stagnating here, huh?
Practicing bracing is important.
Yep. Preemptive bracing. You never know when they might attack.
So I'm trying to scout this guy to see what he has
Right.
because I'm looking for that ivory. It's just not coming.
No.
47% this entire time, pretty much.
Yeah, totally.
Well, if you press the Y button.
Right.
Yeah, you can locate it.
That would have helped, huh?
Probably.
Yeah. I have to say the chairs from the peanut gallery are very comfortable. All right. So, what are you doing here? Do you remember? Ah, there you go.
I think it might be
You
time.
got +2 ivory right there, my friend.
I think it might be time.
Well, 60%. Wow. Look at this guy.
Yeah,
So that's a level 16 shipwreck.
I think that was some behind it.
Here we go. So
is
the
very
cool thing about
exciting.
these shipwrecks is you have an option of what you want to take from it.
Ah, it's like a
So
store.
you see here.
Everything would be the correct answer,
Yeah.
right?
So you visit this location. So you can do deception, repair kit, or loot. Loot will give you something that is just on the ship. Repair kit will allow you to get a repair kit, and
Right.
I'm choosing to do deception, where I take their flags and their sails, and I disguise myself as one of the other, like the NPCs.
Okay, so they see you and they think, oh, that's just that
That's my
shipwreck that's
buddy
moving
John.
toward us firing.
Yeah. So I am now disguised as the other faction. I'm Portuguese now.
Okay.
So I am now, for all intents and purposes, a member of the Portuguese faction.
Okay.
Which means I also inherit any enemies that the Portuguese have until I blow my cover, which I do very shortly. Because I see a Portuguese ship and I say...
I can get a free hit off.
Yeah, exactly. So I can attack this target right here.
Uh-huh.
And so I get close to him, and then just all bets are off.
So do you know what the bigger advantage of disguising your ship is? Are you supposed to be stealthing past certain points at any point in this
I don't
game?
know like how far they'll go with it. Oh yeah, it's just
Well,
yeah.
I think what you did was the right call, though.
I think so
Yeah.
too.
Uh-oh, chests.
Uh-oh. Rarities on chests.
Did you open it?
Nope, I'm gonna repair.
Okay.
Yeah, what are chests? Do you open them later? Do you take them to the chest opening shop and buy keys? You never got to open a chest?
I did not get to open that
What
chest.
kind of demo is this? Wow. You better not have to
I'm
take
wondering
them
if
somewhere
that was
like
it right. So we can see right there that that ship has some ivory.
Uh-huh. Can you ram into it if you were so inclined?
You can, but they react pretty quick when you
Yeah.
when you try to ram at them. They usually try to face you, so you don't have like a broad spot to.
Oh, they strafe
Yeah.
out of the way. Classic maneuver.
It blew my mind that in Sea of Thieves, the way chests work is you take them to the on-island place and they give you coins for them. You never open a chest. Like pirates invented looting, but there
Yes.
wasn't. Like,
You can
a
see
looting system.
he took evasive maneuvers pretty quick when I went to go ram him.
Yeah.
Smart. This guy earned his 16 levels.
Did 16 levels of wisdom right there.
So is anything else cool happen?
Yeah, we can skip ahead here.
Great.
Looks like player 2's over there, Brian Shea.
Yeah, so you have the option to join up with people. And the reason I have joined up with this guy, so you can, there he is right there. That's the mercenary.
Okay.
So that's the reason I have joined up with player 2, because this guy is just super overpowered and super aggressive. You can see he's level 18, which is by far the highest ship that we've come across.
So is it like your notoriety is increased to a certain point?
Yeah,
gosh,
basically.
accept it.
I'm accepting the invite. I'm joined player 2's group, so that turns off friendly fire, but it also like gives us, joint objectives to take on these guys together. So now he's in my party, so his name is turned green. Yeah, the guy immediately regretted joining up with me because, as you can see, I'm getting destroyed by another mercenary right behind me.
You inherited a real problem.
He really did. So instead of sticking around and helping him, I turn tail and run pretty quick here.
Smart.
Much to his dismay. This is an example of me turning into the wind and not making much progress, so I turn around and just get the heck out of Dodge.
Now that boarding risk, you can get boarded?
Yeah, so the enemies can board you. It does not happen in this video, sadly, but they can board you and...
take your chests?
I think they will take stuff from you, but I don't know, it didn't happen to me, so I can't really speak to what...
You're too good.
What goes down. Yeah, well...
We get it.
I'm a major coward right now. Like, you can see I'm just getting out of there. I told my teammate that he should probably distract them while I get away, and I don't think he meant to, but he was totally...
Why would he do that? Like,
he didn't want to.
What he accidentally did?
Well, I think that he still had more health, so he was in there fighting, and then I just made a break for it. Yes. I'm going for this shipwreck over here to get a repair kit.
Okay.
Because that's the only option I have, because I am ready to sink. I have 30,000 health. I'm down to almost 1,000.
Oh, jeez.
More bounty hunters inbound, so it's a real bad situation for me right here. And it doesn't really improve. It's just pretty much a constant state of stress for the rest of the time of this demo.
Cool.
So overall, you had a pretty good time with it?
Yeah, I did. I have a lot of questions about how this is going to be replayable. I have a lot of questions about how this formula that was introduced, 4 years ago now with Black Flags, 4 or 5 years ago, how it's not going to be stale and how they're going to build a whole game around it. But I had a good time with it, and I'm interested to see how it turns out in the end.
Yes.
And there we go. That's the end of the demo.
Fantastic.
Oh.
What do you think, Leo? You going to play this thing?
Well, I'm excited to see more of it, but as of now, I'm not pre-ordering.
I'm in the same camp. But you know what? Thanks for talking about the game anyway, Shea.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching, everybody.